Versailles, Winter Shelton Real Estate, the Morgan County Health Center, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company in Versailles, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, Vera Cruz Restaurant, the Osage Beach Hy-Vee, Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales, American Sun Control, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, Jason Blankenship CPA, the Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie, the Bank of Versailles, the Shed Batting Cages, and Versailles Total Fitness. Thanks for listening to High School Basketball on KS95.
KS95 Sports. We are live at California High School, home of tonight's matchup between the Pintos and the Mustangs. It's court warming night here at California. We just got done with the coronation proceedings, and congratulations to whomever won. I don't know him by name. I'm
Bailey. The girl's name was Bailey, but I'm not sure of her last name. I'm so sorry.
That is my color commentator, camera woman to the stars, Miss Britt, with us. I almost said your full name, and that just feels uncomfortable. So we're just going to leave it at Britt. And special thanks, we got Jamie and Bag of the Studio Engineering tonight. Britt, this is a fun one. Anytime you get to play at somebody else's court warming, I feel like that lights an extra fire, especially when it's a rival, to go in and, let's call it what it is, you could ruin their big night.
Absolutely. Getting to take, I don't want to say take that from someone, but take that from someone kind of gives you like a sense of power of like, yeah, we like owned you on your court warming night or something.
Oh, no, you can call that what it is. That's exactly, you want to rub it in a little bit.
Yeah, it gives you kind of confidence knowing, hey, like, and, you know, I'm sure some people are friends from here with each other, maybe, I'm not sure, but gives you kind of some confidence and some swagger to give back to your friends at the end of the night.
Well, and for Eldon, that's not even what they're thinking. I got a chance to talk with head coach Nathaniel Caudell before the game, and his big thing is he just wants to see his squad keep playing better and keep gaining momentum because districts are right around the corner. This is a district foe as well. So, excuse me, this is not a district foe for Eldon, the district foe for Versailles. I'm mixing my teams up here. But nonetheless, it's about gaining momentum before you get into districts. And a win over California could be huge for these Mustangs.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, it's a conference game, and any kind of conference win in the Tri-County, I mean, that's something to be proud of, especially when you're Eldon, when maybe your record doesn't necessarily define you as a team, which I've watched Eldon play several, you've watched Eldon play several, and it doesn't. It really doesn't, because Eldon's played a lot of close matches, and California is a pretty solid team, and to be able to say that you beat California, I mean, that gives you some confidence and a big win going into districts, which I was surprised on our way up here how close districts really is to now.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks away for Eldon. Our coverage of districts starts after next week. We'll jump in with the Tipton ladies, but a big one here for the Mustangs tonight, no doubt. By the way, this game's streaming at MoSportsZone.com. We are in warm-ups, just a few minutes away from the opening tip. Going to be a fun one. I believe the fifth consecutive game, Cody Tam has promised me a dunk. It's going to happen one of these times.
I mean, it happened in warm-up, so he's just going to go up and he's going to jam it, and it's going to click like that, and then it's game over.
The kid can straight fly in warm-ups. It's kind of crazy, but we'll talk more about these Mustangs when we come back. You're listening to the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show, part of our Martin Metal broadcast. This is KS95 Sports.
Since 1944, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company, Morgan County's only locally owned lumber yard, has been providing the area with quality building materials needed for its building, remodeling, and repair projects. Because customer care is Carpenter Gunther's #1 goal, your project is always their priority. They take as much pride in your project as you do. Reach them at 378-4433 Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and 8 to noon on Saturday. Carpenter Gunther, where they put the home in hometown business.
Have you ever gone into panic mode because you reach into your wallet and your debit card is not there? Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. With the Umbrella app on your mobile phone, you can block your debit card with a quick tap of a button. 5 minutes later, you remember that it's in your pocket. No problem. Just go back in and unblock your card, and now it's business as usual. Ask us how you can enroll. Member FDIC.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
The Morgan County Health Center in Versailles reminds you you can help your child have a healthy future. Encourage them to get 1 hour or more of physical activity every day and limit screen time to 2 hours at most. Time spent in front of a screen watching TV or playing video games means less time being active. Make sure they get 3 servings of low or no fat milk or yogurt every day, 4 servings of water, not sugary drinks, and 5 servings or more of fruit and vegetables. Healthy habits lead to a healthy future. A message from the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
And we are back at the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show. I'm finding color analysts everywhere now. First, we've got the color Britt, now joined by the one and only Brotelli up here as well. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. Looking forward to a fun matchup here. California, I know you, of course, being from Versailles, have known about California for a while, been in this gym many a times. When the faithful here in Cali fill this place up like they have tonight, it can be a tough environment to play in.
Yeah, for sure. It's wild.
It gets loud, especially on a night like this. But I feel like some athletes, and some of them here in Eldon would agree with this, sometimes you can feed off that, being the opposing team, knowing like, hey, I know you've got your whole town out here, but I could be the one to upset you tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a great environment no matter what side you are on. I think it's just entertaining no matter what.
Well, I think we're in for a good one tonight. Both these teams play a very similar style. For the California Pintos, we saw them a week ago in Versailles as they pulled out a nail-biter, winning by just 2 with kind of a wild ending to add to that. It seems like California does not want to score a ton, in the sense they want a slow, grinded-out defensive battle. And these Mustangs are the same way. They're going to take 30, 45 seconds on an offensive possession, try to lock in defensively. Because of that, Britt, I feel like turnovers could be huge here this evening.
Absolutely. It could come down to turnovers either way, especially with a slower-paced game. That means lower scoring, and maybe not as many shots can go up for each side. So turnovers are going to be critical, and getting stops down in the paint and on the block are going to be huge, too.
We've already got Britt's opinion on this as we watch the coronation. Did you have any thoughts on any of the dresses we saw here this evening?
I thought they were all really good. My favorite one, I'm also biased. My cousin was a candidate, and she had the light blue one, Rebecca, with the bow on the back. Is my favorite.
The light blue was very nice. I did like that. I also, I know nothing about fashion, so I'm just giving you a typical guy answer. There was one that was really sparkly and dark blue. I thought that was kind of cool.
I really like that one, too.
That was my favorite.
That's about as close to a fashion tip as you're going to get from me. If I'm like, hey, that looks like a good fishing lure, in my mind, that's how you pick out a dress. So it's... On the way up, Britt was like, hey, I think I found my prom dress, and pulled out a picture. I was like, yeah, that would not make a good fishing lure, Britt. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, but these dance uniforms, I love them. I think they have like a color guard maybe, or a dance team, sparkly red.
Something like that.
They have a sign that says applause.
I think it's a song. I think it's the name of a song. I think she's been cueing names of songs down there.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to start clapping. The band has sounded great tonight, though.
They have.
Yeah. We're going to hear it a lot because they are set up right next to us here. By the way, if you just tuned in, no, we're not giving fashion advice and we're not playing instruments. We're here to call a basketball game now. We're about 2.5 minutes away from tip-off. It is California and Eldon. Tri-County throwdown going to be going on tonight for the Eldon Mustangs. I mean, I think offensively, you got to find a way to get Cody Tam going early. He's been the hot hand lately. Britton, you never know. One game, Britton gives you 25. The next, he only gives you 8, but he gives you 10 assists. I feel like Cody's got to be the go-to guy.
Absolutely. Cody's really good about getting those back doors, or even just getting open down there in the paint. His off-ball movement is great. Compared to some other teams and other players we've seen, he moves really well off the ball, and that creates a lot of offensive opportunities for him and Eldon.
And I think they're going to need somebody to step up early. Eldon's had a tendency of starting slow offensively. Now, in the same breath, I look over at California, and of course, everything starts with Mr. Volkart. He is a true blue-blooded point guard. I mean, wants to facilitate. And if he's facilitating, you got to look no further than the dynamic duo out from 3. You got Hayden Kilmer, and of course, you got Cooper Messerly. I mean, those boys can straight shoot it. Britt, how does Eldon slow down Messerly and Kilmer?
Always have a hand in their face. I mean, they can, from what I remember in Versailles, they shoot anywhere, everywhere, with anything. So if they have the ball, you might as well be on them and have a hand in their face, or I don't know, be ready to play defense.
Well, and you've got cutters like Will Edwards that are constantly diving to the basket, and Volkart's got eyes in the back of his head, always looking for them. And Landon Dunham was another big body that just bulldozes inside. But I think we're in for a good one here this evening. I feel like I had more to say about it. I've ran out of words, and I don't know where to go with it from here on.
Okay, well, I will tell you, Deer King just taking off his warm-up pants, that was entertainment for Eldon fans.
Everything that Mason Deer King does is entertaining. If you watch him when he gets subbed out, he does his sprint up and down to high-five everybody as fast as he can. Lightning. We've got nicknames for half of Eldon.
It really went with the hair, and it made me so sad to see his haircut. I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong, but the long red hair, it really gave the Lightning McQueen.
Deer King is Lightning McQueen, and then, of course, you got the dynamic duo in Rhett Bayshore and Devin Hardy that we call Goose and Maverick now because they just want to fly. We are going to take a quick break as we get the national anthem. We'll come back with the starting lineups of this one. It's Cali, it's Eldon, and it's coming up next on KS95 Sports.
The students of Lake Area schools have done a lot to make their communities proud. Many have stayed to help the Lake Area grow and prosper. Whether they excel through sports or through academics, our students need our support. As a parent, be a part of your child's education. As a community, be a part of their activities by attending sporting events, concerts, and other extracurricular activities. Our support means better leaders for tomorrow. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant invites you to join them for a casual lunch or a nice family dinner out with delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Grab dinner tonight from one of their 3 locations: Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles, Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover, or on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletes.
Take your softball and baseball skills to the next level. The Shed is Eldon's own indoor hitting facility that features 2 full cages with screens, tees, and pitching lanes. You'll love their top-of-the-line pitching machine that throws a variety of speeds with precise locations to perfect your swing. The Shed also has a workout facility. You can add it to your cage rental or just purchase as a regular membership. Open Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 8, and Saturday and Sunday from noon to 8. Look for the big white building across from Gerb's in Eldon. Book times now on Facebook at The Shed LLC. See you at The Shed.
Every day, your Jefferson City and Osage Beach Hy-Vee pharmacies are committed to your health and wellness. If you're enrolled in Medicare Part B, Medicare Advantage plans, and most commercial plans, they'll cover up to 8 over-the-counter COVID-19 tests per month at no cost through Hy-Vee. Most plans cover these costs and no prescription is required. Stop in at your Osage Beach or Jefferson City Hy-Vee pharmacy and see the helpful pharmacy staff today.
And we are back as we start to wrap up the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show here on the Smart Metal broadcast. We'll meet the starters first for the Eldon Mustangs. Number 1, Talon Hull. Number 2, Devin Hardy. Number 3, Britton Ahart. Number 24, Cody Tam. And number 25, Kyle Hines. Mustangs in those road blacks. Those are slick uniforms, Britt.
They are. I was talking about that earlier. I know maroon doesn't really stand out super great, but I like them.
Oh, I'm a big fan. They look businessy to me. Like, you see that? Oh, what's the old expression? You show up wearing black because you're showing up for a funeral, the other teams. That's the vibe I get when they show up in these black uniforms. Now we get ready to meet the starters for the home team tonight in their home whites with the blue and red trim, the California Pintos. Number 10, Brooks Volkart. Number 21, Cooper Messerly, who, may I just say, from last season, he's muscled up a little bit this year. That's a much stronger Messerly boy out here. Number 22, Hayden Kilmer. Number 25, Will Edwards. And number 43, Landon Dunham. Starters for the Pintos. All right, Andy, what's your keys to the game? What do the Mustangs have to do to pick up a win here tonight?
I honestly don't know.
That's great advice, Andy. You could have went with score more points, rebound, play good defense, throw more touchdowns. I don't know. We'll take anything right now.
They were pretty good at football.
They were. This was a great football matchup, actually. The opening 10, Ahart and Will Edwards get faked out by the ref not once but twice. Third time's the charm, and the Pintos have the opening possession of this matchup.
That ref was having way too much fun.
Volkart, I don't know what play call that is, but that's kind of nifty. Mustangs going to come out in a 3-2 zone. A Hardy to the left. At the top, Ahart and Tam are the bottom two. Hines in the middle and Holt to the right. Volkart inside, drops it off to Kilmer. Over to Volkart on the left wing. He really wasn't looking to score against Versailles, was more of a facilitator. And on cue, he fires a three from the corner and gets it. Like I said, Volkart always looking to score.
Absolutely. He may look to score on the outside, but when we watched them with Versailles, he didn't really look to score going into the paint, just from the three-point line.
Oh, just a soft turnover from the Mustangs picked up by Volkart. He steps into another three off the front iron, rebound Hardy. Ahart will bring it up the floor. I think getting Britton involved early is crucial for the Mustangs.
Absolutely. I think getting more than maybe just 2 or 3 people in the scoring column early is going to be huge.
Hole to the block. Tam, mid-range jumper. Oh, the fader wouldn't go. Edwards has the board. That's Cody's shot, though. He loves that short corner.
He does, and 9 times out of 10, we're going to see that go in.
By the way, this is the Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. Congrats to Handy Andy and his crew tonight as the Lady Tigers picked up win 13 on the season. Oh, a turnaround jumper up and good from Landon Dunham. And it's an early 5-0 Pinto lead. The battle of the horses tonight, Mustangs and Pintos. Oh, Eldon breaks the press. Tam, strong take to the rack, up and good. First points of the game for Eldon come from Cody Tam. How does California respond? Very patiently. We're going to see patient offense both ways. Volkart on the left wing. Kilmer up top, back to Volkart. Messerly to Volkart. Volkart touches his basketball a lot, for good reason. Edwards makes some space inside, nothing there, drops it off Messerly. 3, top of the key, too strong off the back iron.
I feel like when the ball doesn't run through,
Volkart?
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking Burkhart for some reason. When it doesn't run through there, they get kind of flustered a little bit. They don't have anyone maybe to lead them as well as he does. Coach Caudell calling out a set to his squad. Ahart flashes high, but it's taken away by Edwards. Holt finally gets it to him at the logo. Left side is Hines. Hardy. Tax drops it off to Hines. He'll try the 3 for the tie. It's short. Rebound Volkart. .5:18 to play in the Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. Inside, Kilmer, mid-range jumper. Up and good. There's no doubt about that one. I feel like California plays 80s basketball. Slow and love the mid-range. Hardy, a 3 on the other end. Won't go. Edwards the board. 5-point Pinto lead, looking to add to it. Nice pass underneath the Dunham. Extra pass out to Kilmer. Skips it to Volkart. He wants another 3. It's too strong. Ahart the board. Every shot he's taken has been right there for him. Well, Volkart, like I said, very impressive player. He gets the steal on the other end. Head up the whole way down the floor looking for a teammate, and he was trying to lead Kilmer to the corner, but the pass a little too hot to handle. He's not only great on offense, I noticed, his defensive presence is huge for the California Pintos. Volkart is not the biggest guy on the court. I mean, I don't know what he is. They don't give heights. He can't be more than, 5'8", you think? Something like that. I'm being nice here, okay? I was too. If Devin Hardy is 5'9", then Volkart is 5'8". That is true. But they both play like they're 6'5". Exactly. That's something about the smaller guys play with less fear. Tam trying to get a little too fancy with the handles there. It's lost to Will Edwards. Turnovers have been a problem early for Eldon. I think that's kind of resulted in what we're seeing as a score right now. I think if they can limit those turnovers, we'll see a more offensive presence. Yeah, when Eldon's ran through their offensive sets, they've got a few good looks that just didn't go, specifically from 3. Skip to Messerly. Oh, it's a set play over to Kilmer. He steps into a mid-range. It's contested off the front iron. Offensive rebound, Volkart, because why not? In between 2 6'2" guys, Volkart gets it back. I mean, high IQ player. Absolutely. He was a problem on the football field, too. I mean, when they ran a Wildcat with him, it was something else. It's dished back out to Volkart. 3, top of the key, up and good. It's a 10-2 lead for the Pintos early. Welcome to the Brooks Volkart show as the pass is tipped out of bounds by the Pintos.
Maverick going to be joined by Goose on the floor now as Red Bayshore checks in the game.
He's my favorite person to watch on that.
You just like how his hair bounces when he runs.
Yeah, you're right. Same way with TJ.
Oh, a set play. Hardy on the inbounds three. Got it. Like I said, when Goose joins Maverick, good things happen. Have you ever actually seen Top Gun, Britt?
I've watched both of them. They're actually my favorite movie, and I'm obsessed with Tom Cruise. So.
I'm so proud of you right now. Volkart at the free throw line. Gives it off to Messerly. Will Edwards. Volkart. He had space. Shot fake. Instead, pass it up for the better look from mid-range. Rebound spot for. Tipped out of bounds. And they will stay last touched by the Pintos. So, despite the turnovers, Eldon only finds themselves down 5 with 3 minutes to play in the first. As Cody Tam, hope he enjoyed all of that 36-second break he got.
Quick drink. Quick one.
No check back into the game for Kyle Hines. Callie going to go with a little full court pressure here. How does Eldon handle it? Well, they get it across half court to Hardy. And on the run out, he lobs it to Cody. Oh, the shot just a little too strong. I like that.
Too, and he had that shot right there. I think if they run that another time, it'll still be there.
The lob was a little aggressive. I think it led Cody too far. The ball goes out of bounds. Who touched it last? They're going to say off the hand of a Mustang. I think if the lob's a little softer, Cody maybe slamming that on the back end. Watching him dunk in warm-ups, he's a freak. I mean that as a compliment.
It looks so easy. It looks easy to him.
He's got those bird bones to where he just floats in the air a little bit. I mean, a couple of them, he was reverse jamming and, like, touching his knees with the ball before he went up with it. It was crazy. Kilmer takes the inbounds over to Messerly. Into the game, Braden Halford has checked in for California. Halford top of the key inside to Volkart. Back out to Halford. Thought about the three. Thinks against it. Volkart will reset the offense. Over to Messerly. Inside Kilmer, contested mid-range, up and good.
California loves to shoot the mid-range. They shoot that more than they go to the hole or shoot the three.
They do. I'm telling you, it's 80s basketball. They will lull you to sleep, play good defense, rebound well, and then hit 15-footers. 12-5 is the Pinto lead. 2:10 to play. This has been a quick first quarter. The Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company first quarter. Straight man defense from the Pintos. Tam at the top of the key. Attacks working against Halford. Hangs in the air. Shot off the iron. Wouldn't go. It's stripped by Tam, but recovered by Volkart. And then Cody's momentum just carried him into Brooks. And once again, Brooks is just a smart player like that.
He is. He's seen it, so he just kind of stood there.
Andy, I got to ask. I see the sling. What did you do?
I tore my labrum.
How did you do that?
I was actually cheering.
Apparently a little too aggressively.
Yeah.
Wow. Volkart with the ball. 1:45 to go in the first and a 7-point Pinto lead. He's being guarded by Bayshore. You talk about two quick athletic kids. Let those two go at it for a while. Halford fights inside, dumps it off, and it's blocked by Ahart. Extra shot won't go. Great defense, Britton. He was working against Dunham, and Britton put a little emphasis on that one. To the corner. Hardy, three, got it! Devin Hardy from downtown cuts it to a 4-point game.
Devin Hardy's kind of been the head of the offense here for Eldon.
A pair of threes. I mean, he's got 6 of the 8 points early. Halford, top of the key. Straight man defense now from the Mustangs. Messerly goes to Volkart. Screen set by Dunham. Little pick and roll action. Nicely done as Dunham gets it on the receiving end. Another assist from Volkart.
He's got to have a lot of assists.
Oh, I guarantee that. Oh, good back cut hole. Extra pass to Tam. It's bobbled. He finally picks it up and shot. I don't think he ever cleanly had it in his possession before the shot.
I don't either, and I think that's where that patience kind of comes into effect. Maybe pull that back out and reset for an offensive.
So with 30 seconds to go, Cali has the ball up 6, 14-8. Do they play for the last shot or just play for the first good look? Messerly at the top of the key. Goes over three, lined up from the wing, off the back iron, rebound tipped, and controlled by Ahart. I honestly am surprised Cali did not hold for the last shot. Eldon will, though, with 10 seconds left. Talon goes to Britton. Defender flies by. Britton drives. He steps into the mid-range jumper and knocks it down. That's a big bucket for Eldon. Can they get a stop before the quarter closes? Volkart, he'll launch from the volleyball line, and it won't go. So a good stop by the Mustangs. They pull within 4. We've played 1, and at the end of the Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action, it's 14-10. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading Air Ease products. Every Air Ease product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling. For reliable products offered by reliable people, call DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling.
Hi, I'm Colton Taylor, and I use Versailles Total Fitness. Their 24-hour access makes it easy for me to fit gym time into my busy schedule. I love how spacious and versatile their gym is. With a wide selection of free weights, cable machines, and all the cardio equipment you could need, I have plenty of options to help me stay in shape to cover our local sports teams. They work hard to provide a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. Join me and everyone else at Versailles Total Fitness in becoming a healthier you. Versailles Total Fitness at 31 North Monroe, or give them a call at 573-789-6800.
Only if she commentates too. As we enter the second quarter of action. Sorry, I'm negotiating contracts for next year already.
He's trying to get rid of me. He really didn't enjoy me, so he's already planning my leaving.
Britt, let's be clear. If you weren't leaving, you'd still be with us next year, all right? It's not very often I get a camera person who also commentates and just makes life entertaining. It's a 4-point game. Mustangs trailing. Honestly, I felt like Eldon got off to a very slow start offensively with their turnovers, so to only be down 4 with the ball is huge.
Absolutely, and California, they've seen a couple scores. I look for them to really turn on the offense here.
Britt, we talked about this pregame. This is a 1-3-1 out of Cali. Where does Eldon attack?
The wing.
In the corner.
Okay.
Ahart in the corner, skips it opposite wing. Talon gets it, fires it to Bayshore. Double team comes back to Talon, looks back, door lobs to Britton, who puts it up and in.
I'm waiting for either him or Cody to just jam it down. I'm waiting for it.
Eldon handled that perfectly, spread the 1-3-1 out, and hit the weak spots in the zone. But Volkart, just shifting gears, gets inside, makes some space, and a blocking foul going to be called. I'm telling you, I don't want 5-on-5 anymore. I want Rhett Bayshore versus Brooks Volkart. Full court, let them go at it.
I think that could become a track meet or maybe a cross-country meet really, really quick.
I'm exhausted just watching it. Volkart into Halford. It's taken away by Hines, out to Messerly. Skips it over to Kilmer. Now resets with Volkart. 14-12. Here early in the second quarter. Little pick and roll action, dish to the corner. Messerly, he'll try the corner three. He'll get the corner three. Cooper Messerly with a big bucket for the Pintos. Lead back at 5, under 7 minutes to play in the second. Hole on the point. Britton comes out, gets it at half court as Coach Caudell calls out a set. A lot of running to free up Talon. To Hines on the right wing. They're trying to post Ahart high. He's working against Halford. He gets it at the high post, attacks immediately left side, shot too strong. Ahart gets his own miss, puts it up and in.
That is a strong basketball down there.
That is a go-to guy saying, I want the rock, and I'm going to do something with it. Back to a 3-point game. Volkart and Bayshore just going at it. Great pass to Halford. Extra pass. Mid-range jumper off the iron wouldn't go. Fight for the board. Halford takes it away, lays it up and in.
Those rebounds have kind of been a struggle here early. I think I would like to see Eldon maybe get in and box some people out to get those rebounds.
Just realized Blaine Cushion checked into the game for the Pintos. That last name Cushion really stands out because mid-range jumper, by the way, for Ahart up and good. Britton's going to that place right now. What I was going to say is his cousin, I believe it is, Quinn Cushion, was an absolute monster up in Blair Oaks, a sharpshooter that helped them take out Fathers Holton and win the district. I know he's playing college ball somewhere, but he was with both of the Northweather boys. Kilmer off a couple screens, steps into that free throw line, jumper, long board. Oh, Britton was trying to run with it, but it gets tipped out to California. I guess the refs are saying possession was not established because Cali tipped it into the backcourt, but must not have had full possession underneath. The Halford swatted off the glass by Ahart.
He's having a lot of fun right now.
I don't know what got said to Britton, but he is going hard. He gets the defender to bite, gives it to Britton. Back over to Talon. It's 19-16, 5:10 to go. Eldon down by 3, but they have the rock. Talon to Hardy. He attacks baseline. Skips it to Hines, and I think Hines was thinking pass before catch. It's loose and picked up by Messerly. Drops it off to Kilmer. He'll step into a 3. Won't go. Ahart cleans the glass. Frantic pace right now.
Absolutely. We had now that I notice, a very quiet first quarter from Ahart. now the second quarter, he's really stepped up on the boards and facilitating down there.
He got that last bucket of the first quarter from the mid-range, and he's rounded off 6 here in the second quarter already. Hardy skips it to Bayshore. Bayshore quickly inside, splits the big, shot won't go. Rhett in there fighting for the board. It goes out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Rhett. Rhett and Devin have this very similar characteristic where even at 5'8", 5'9", whatever they are, they look at 6'2", 6'4" bigs and say, oh, that's the guy I want to go try to score on.
I think they know most of the time they can out-jump them.
They're also just so fast. I mean, it's hard to block somebody when it seems like there's 3 of them. They're moving so quick.
That is true.
Halford will try a corner 3 off the iron. Won't go. Good box out. Won't go for cushion. Halford cleans it up. It won't go. It's tipped and controlled by Tam. Eldon wants to run. Great pass ahead to Hardy. He drops it off. Hole 3 for the tie. Got it!
That was a great momentum shift for Eldon.
Devin Hardy, eyes in the back of his head. He drove baseline, collapsed the defense, and set up Talon, who delivered. Oh, a near steal. It is a steal. Talon with the tip. Hines picks it off. Eldon could take the lead with any points here with 3:45 to go in the second. Oh, my. Yeah, Cody getting a little fancy there. Cody and Coach Caudell saying, bud, we don't need that. Cody tried to split the defense, go behind his back as he Euro'd. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm impressed you can even do that, but...
My brain and my feet and my hands can't think all together at the same time, and it would have just been like a...
Britt, I've watched you fall upstairs. I know you're not doing that.
Takes real talent, you know?
Poor Spencer.
Oh.
Halford with a shot fake being guarded by Ahart. Messerly thought about the 3. Hines makes him think against it. Messerly works inside. Strong take. He is fouled and will go to the line for 2. Kyle Hines going to pick up the foul. Andy, what do you think? Fast enough pace for you?
Yeah.
She said, yeah, I get to go home after this. Oh, I didn't realize we were tied up.
First free throw, up and good for Messerly. That gives Cali back the lead, 20-19. Will Edwards comes back into the game for Halford. Devin Hardy with the shoulder all taped up. I don't know what he did. I'm just going to guess he probably threw himself into the crowd after a loose ball or
into the wall.
Ran through a wall. I don't know. Second free throw, good as well. Messerly reestablishes a 2-point lead. And into the game, Hayden Oliver, Jr. for the Pintos. They're going to go with this full court pressure again. Eldon's handled it pretty well. Inbounds Tammy, goes right back to Britton. Britton quickly to Talon. Talon back to Britton. Eldon makes Cali clear out of the full court pressure. That's got to be a foul. It is as Will Edwards reaches on Britton.
Britton trying to sell him. He's taking a shot.
You know, sometimes you got to do that. Make sure you see it go through again. Britton's kind of been in takeover mode lately, and I'm here for it.
Me too.
Rhett looks confused.
He'll figure it out. He's fast enough.
Sometimes he just runs rover, where he just runs around for a while, and it usually works out for him.
My favorite part is when they run in circles.
Hole with the double team, needs help. It's picked off by Volkart. Volkart to Oliver. That got to be a travel. Shot doesn't go anyways, out of bounds. Good job getting positioned by Hardy, and it'll be back to the Pintos. Or Mustangs, wrong horse.
One of them.
The Foxtrotters with the ball.
They go nay.
Best commentary of the night. Talon ahead to Hardy, looking to get across half court, break the press. He does so to Bayshore. Bayshore inside. Ooh, honestly, Will Edwards tipping that pass may have just helped Eldon because I don't think that was going to get to Tam the way they thought. Because Tam was going back door looking for the lob.
Maybe a slight miscommunication, but...
No harm, no foul. 21-19. Oh, but the pass too far. Volkart's got it on the run out. Oh, layup won't fall. Offensive board, though, kept alive by Kilmer. He drops it off to Oliver. His putback won't go. Ahart cleans it up. So somehow Eldon avoids the problem there. But then it's picked off by California. Whew.
A lot of fast pace, and it's causing mistakes for both sides.
Oliver, corner 3, got it. California reestablishes a 5-point lead. Hole on the left wing. 2:18 to play here in the second quarter. 24-19 is the California lead. This game has been sloppy, physical, and chippy, but both teams love that. Hardy, strong take to the iron. He gets laid out and will shoot 2 free throws.
I don't care what anyone says. Devin Hardy is 6'7" and built.
No, if Devin Hardy was 6'7", we would all be in trouble. Because the way he plays at 5'9", I truly think at 6'7", he wouldn't shoot the ball. He would only try to dunk on top of people.
That's what makes it fun and entertaining.
Including his teammates. That'd be the problem. Your own teammate be in the way and Devin be like, I bet I can jump over you. First free throw rolls off the iron. Lincoln Salzman makes his first appearance in the game as he comes in for Talon Hull. Talon and Mason Deerking having a spirited conversation on the bench.
I think everything with Deerking is spirited.
Second free throw won't go either, so 0 for 2 at the line for Hardy. It's hard not to love Deerking.
He's just a good, fun kid.
Oliver left open in the corner. 3 won't go. Hardy's got the board. He wants to run. Man, he is fast. Fires ahead to base short. His layup just won't go.
A lot of contact and no fouls tonight.
Volkart, little hesitation. Drops it off. Messerly, corner 3, got it. You cannot leave Messerly open. He made the Mustangs pay there. It's now an 8-point lead. And Eldon, a soft turnover, throwing it out of bounds. Coach Caudell wants the timeout. I think it's a good one as well. Wheels kind of coming off here. We'll take the break with him. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and welcome to Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. If you need a trailer to get your boat out of the water, maybe just a replacement trailer, or considering selling your boat and you know a trailer will help get it done. We carry 11 lines of high-quality boat trailers, and if we don't have what you need, we also build our very own line of custom aluminum boat trailers. Thanks to everyone that's been by or just heard of us and gave us a referral. From my family to yours, we can't thank you enough.
In the second quarter here in California, the Pintos lead the Mustangs now by 8. It was a tie ball game. But it seems like every bounce, bucket, and play are going California's way over the last few minutes.
Absolutely, and I think that's maybe self-inflicted wounds. They've really sped up the pace of the game, and I think Eldon plays better at maybe a slower pace, a more patient offensive game.
Messerly, after knocking down a pair of threes already in this game, has it on the wing, being guarded by Hardy. Goes back to Brooks Volkart. Talon Hole on him, straight man from the Mustangs. Volkart drops it off to Edwards inside. Oh, it's tipped, stolen by Tam. Tam on the run out. Hangs in the air. Boy, he jumped from a ways back, and I think that affected the shot as it comes off the iron. I think Cody just mistimed that. Messerly steps into a 3. Off the iron, won't go, and the call goes against the Pintos. I think it has something to do with the fact that Lincoln Salzman was boxing out like 2 Pintos simultaneously. Whatever the foul is, good box out. Zach Holt checks into the game. We saw him in the JV game like a week ago, hit 7 threes. The kid can shoot. Hardy breaking the press, kind of got grabbed, no foul. Skips it ahead to Hull. He'll fire the corner 3. Right on cue, knocks it down.
I think if you get him going here at the end of the second and the beginning of the third, that could be huge for this game.
Back to a 5-point game. I'm impressed with the confidence. Coach puts you in and says, hey, you got the green light to shoot threes, and the first thing you do is knock one down. That's big. Edwards to Messerly. Quick trigger 3. Man, that shot's pure. No hesitation on the quick trigger 3 with 30 seconds to go. Eldon trying to answer. Hull will try another corner 3. Off the iron, won't go, and it hits the support and out of bounds. So
I don't think it was necessarily a bad shot for him.
no, it wasn't. Maybe a little quick, but you hit the last one. A preemptive heat check, if you will. With 20 seconds left, Cali leads by 8, trying to make it double digits. Messerly gets the defender fly by, steps to a mid-range. Off the iron, wouldn't go. Offensive rebound, Dunham puts it up and in. It's now a 10-point game. Can Eldon get it back to single digits? They've got 7 seconds to get a look here. Talon has to throw it to Tam, who threw it to the corner. Ahart gets it. Defender flies by, sets his feet, fires the 3. And nothing about that looked comfortable.
No, it looked very rushed, very chaotic, and just not what Eldon really was looking for.
A late rush by the Pintos give them a double-digit lead. We'll talk it over with the Hy-Vee halftime show. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Martin Metal, just outside of Versailles, Missouri, is proud to announce the operation of our new laminated post-production plant. We now offer our customers high-quality glued, nailed, and planed 3-ply, 4-ply, and 5-ply columns. Yellow pine and treated 2x6 and 2x8 constructed. These posts won't split, warp, or twist and are backed by a 50-year warranty against rotten decay. Order by the job, the bundle, or the truckload, as we offer delivery in Missouri and across the heartland of America. Call Martin Metal to find out more. 573-378-4050 and move your project forward with Martin Metal.
Sold out crowd at Remax Arena at Lake of the Ozarks, and Winter Shelton's got 5 seconds left to win this deal. Can they pull it off? Inbound passes to Shelton at the top of the key. They try to double team him. Shelton crosses over the competition with some razzle dazzle. 2, 1. He shoots the game winner, and it's Winter Shelton for the win. Shelton is crushing it. When buying a home or real estate, put the ball in Winter Shelton's hands for the game winner. Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah. Since 1882, the Bank of Versailles has been locally owned and operated. Lending decisions are made right here in our community by people who understand real estate in the area. The Bank of Versailles is your local home and farm loan specialist, offering knowledgeable staff and competitive fixed rates that are hard to beat. The Bank of Versailles, building relationships with the people in our local community for 142 years. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As the new year rolls in, it's time for everyone's favorite thing, taxes. Okay, while it may not be our favorite thing, it's something we have to do. Jason Blankenship, CPA LLC, is here to take the stress out of tax time. Whether it's W-2 and 1099 filing or business and individual taxes, the staff at Jason Blankenship, CPA LLC, is here to help with all your payroll, accounting, and tax needs. Give us a call at 573-557-2417 or stop in and see us at 401 East North Street in Eldon.
We're back with the Hy-Vee halftime show as California has opened up a 32-22 lead over the Mustangs. Britt, it was a late barrage from California that opened this up. What was working for the Pintos?
I think they were forcing a lot of errors for Eldon to make. They weren't necessarily making their own. They were waiting for Eldon to make the errors because they would speed them up really fast. And Eldon does not play well when they're sped up. They like a more patient game. And I think getting them sped up was really working for California to get them kind of out of system is what we call it in volleyball, is out of system.
Out of system. I mean, I like it. It makes sense. I think the soft turnovers were the crucial part for me because there was a couple plays there where you felt like Eldon had momentum and yet somehow turned off, which, by the way, if you're watching the stream right now, we have the dancers here at California. Cali's doing it all night. The band's been rocking. We've seen a coronation. They've got a whole dance crew. They got a good turnout in the crowd, and their basketball team's playing well. California's on point on a Friday night.
Absolutely. They're court warming. It's setting up to be a really fun night for them.
No doubt about that. For the second half, Eldon, I truly believe one of the first things has to be, of course, clean up the turnovers. But also, I'd like to see him get the ball inside. They do have a slight size advantage. I mean, Britton's 6'4", Cody's 6'2", going on 6'3". I really think they could utilize that. All right, these are more talented athletes than I would ever be.
They are, and shout out to their dance coach. She is the most dedicated coach I've ever seen, and she deserves Coach of the Year. And I mean that with my whole heart. She went through that whole routine with them and is their biggest cheerleader right now.
Yeah, we were kind of like, I don't want to say laughing about it a little bit, but we were actually watching her between the stands. And I mean, she was like flat going through the routine like she was about to go out there.
I was impressed. That just shows like you have really good coaches there for your dance team. And that's important because Versailles cannot stay the same. We don't have a dance team. We haven't had one in a long time, but I've heard a lot of students want a dance team.
I mean, yeah, I saw some clips earlier of Reese Murdoch and his dance moves. So, I mean,
I think he would be team captain.
By the way, congratulations to the Versailles boys. They picked up a big win tonight as they knock off Knob Noster by a lot to points. It was like 20-something at least.
30.
Was it 30?
73 minus 54.
70. It was 73 to 54.
Yeah, so 19.
Yeah.
Oh. Miss Sprinkles would be so proud of you.
I said 20, Andy says 30, and no one's right. Congratulations to them. I know that it was another big game for Braden Albrecht, as I believe he had 30 in that one or more. And the Versailles Lady Tigers getting their 13th win of the season as well, which when you won 3 games last year, to win 13 seems like a pretty big milestone. And I know if Kylie Ritchie was here right now, she would tell us we're going for 18. So
absolutely. That's a good goal to have. I mean, that's achievable for this year. I think it's achievable, and I think that's good for them to have goals because in prior years, I don't necessarily think they had any goals. It was just to go out there and not get punched in the mouth.
I mean, not getting punched in the mouth is always a good goal, but yeah, the Lady Tigers playing very well this season. We will see the Lady Mustangs next Wednesday as they do battle with the Lady Bulldogs. I'm interested to see that because Coach Ryan's squad, always fantastic. He has a sophomore and a freshman that are outstanding for their age. It's terrible that I cannot for the life of me think of her name right now.
Devin Hardy's stepsister, right?
Yes, Devin Hardy's sister is
Mackenzie Ward, right?
Yes, Mackenzie Ward. She's the sophomore,
yes.
And she's insane. You should not be. It's the same with Devin. You should not be that fast with a basketball in your hands. Last time we saw her, she hung 28 on whoever they were playing that night. That actually may have been the Versailles girls, now that I say that. That was the Versailles girls. And, I mean, she was spectacular. And, of course, you've got young Miss Davis, who is just a freshman, already playing at a great level. And another Davis girl that's a senior that's a force inside. Delaney McGay is outstanding out on the wing. She does a little bit of everything for you. Love watching the Eldon ladies play. And, of course, the Stover ladies, I believe last time I heard they only have 2 losses on their record on this season. So an impressive squad there. I know Ashlyn Penske took over the school scoring record this year, and they've got a talented bunch also. So we're going to see some good basketball in that matchup. As we go through next week, we got a couple rivalry games. We got Eldon and Osage in their throwback game. And then the week after that, we start districts for the Tipton ladies. And, you know, we'll have to see if Tipton can make it out of their district this year as they attempt to make a run at the state title. They did get the 1 seed, so they get the first round bye. It's
going to be a great week of basketball.
It's going to be something. Let's call it what it is. The Tipton ladies are hosting their district. The Tipton ladies are the 1 seed in their district, and the Tipton ladies might be favored in every game in their district by 45 points.
They are also the number 2 team in the city.
And on a collision course for payback with the number 1 team.
I am sorry for whoever is in there.
Yeah, that Final Four game on both sides, I feel like you're just going to walk in and be like, well, good luck. I hope you guys have fun today.
You're going to want to sit up top and not on anyone's side.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be a blast. But like I said, we got a lot of good basketball coming up and a lot of good basketball left in this one. Here at the Hy-Vee halftime show, it's 32-22, Cali by 10. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Hi, Captain. The seas of the Ozarks are too rough. Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings. She'll never be installed right. She ain't sturdy, Captain. Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
Since 1944, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company, Morgan County's only locally owned lumber yard, has been providing the area with quality building materials needed for its building, remodeling, and repair projects. Because customer care is Carpenter Gunther's #1 goal, your project is always their priority. They take as much pride in your project as you do. Reach them at 378-4433 Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and 8 to noon on Saturday. Carpenter Gunther, where they put the home in hometown business.
Have you ever gone into panic mode because you reach into your wallet and your debit card is not there? Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. With the Umbrella app on your mobile phone, you can block your debit card with a quick tap of a button. 5 minutes later, you remember that it's in your pocket. No problem. Just go back in and unblock your card, and now it's business as usual. Ask us how you can enroll. Member FDIC.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
The Morgan County Health Center in Versailles reminds you can help your child have a healthy future. Encourage them to get 1 hour or more of physical activity every day and limit screen time to 2 hours at most. Time spent in front of a screen watching TV or playing video games means less time being active. Make sure they get 3 servings of low or no-fat milk or yogurt every day, 4 servings of water, not sugary drinks, and 5 servings or more of fruit and vegetables. Healthy habits lead to a healthy future. A message from the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
So we enter the third quarter of action. Eldon finds themselves down 10 in this one, but still very much anyone's ball game. California will have the first touch of the American Sun Control third quarter of action. 2-3 zone, 3-2 zone, excuse me, from the Mustangs. Volkart sees that, spreads the offense out. Cali's running one high post, that is Dunham. They're flashing Will Edwards from short corner to short corner. They've got Kilmer, Volkart, and Messerly kind of running from opposite sides. Volkart, shot fake, extra pass inside Dunham to Edwards, gives it to Messerly, looks for the cutter. That is Dunham. He loses it out of bounds, and I kind of feel like that should be Mustang ball.
I'm confuzzled.
That's not a word.
Yes, it is.
What'd you say?
Confuzzled?
Confuzzled is a word?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like y'all are just messing with me now.
No.
Volkart inbounds to Kilmer. Steps in the mid-range, skips it to Volkart, who I don't know how he caught that.
He jumped 8 foot in the air.
He's got hops. Kilmer will reset. This has now been a 45-second offensive possession to start the second half. I mean, Coach Caudell is in defensive stance at this point on the sideline. Dished out Messerly, wing three off the back iron, and Volkart works his way in. It's a dish out to Kilmer now. Second look at the three, won't go. Long rebound, and Tam corrals it.
That was all thanks to those long arms.
Britt, pull your mic up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good.
Hole on the logo to Tam. He looks to attack baseline. Dishes it back out to Talon. Hardy flashes high, sets his feet. Three, top of the key. Line drive won't go. Tevin runs down the rebound. Gives it to Ahart. He'll try a corner three. It's long and hauled in by Messerly.
I feel like that move from Devin Hardy there was kind of a repeat of Ari Jones, shooting the ball, getting her own rebound. Him shooting the ball.
They do play a very similar game. I just have never seen Devin eat candy on the bench.
Yeah, that's a different kind.
Kilmer gives it up to Messerly, back to Volkart. Once again, working around this 3-2 zone of the Mustangs. Inside Dunham, extra pass to the cutting Will Edwards. And they'll count the bucket and a foul. That is, if there is one thing that California does better than most of the teams you're going to see this season, it is ball movement. They move well off ball, and they're always looking for the next pass.
And that's how you get open people. I mean, just like that play right there, they were able to get him open, and he was able to finish around the
rim?
Yes. Okay. See, I was thinking rack, and I knew that just wasn't right.
I mean, that phrase would have worked, too. It's also known as the rack. Free throw, no good. Lead stands at 12. Tam picks it up in the corner, goes to Ahart, top of the key. 34-22, 6 minutes to play, and a foul going to be called on Cali. You have two players with the same response. Hands on the hips, leaning back, giving the side eye to the ref. Now, that is very much like Ari.
Yes.
That is.
The hands on the hips, too.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, you got to really show the attitude. Oh, but the inbounds pass from Hardy is tipped by Kilmer and stolen. Trap at half court. Mustang trying to force the jump ball. It's tied up by Ahart. Kilmer hits the floor, but there's just two players fighting for it. It is a jump ball, and possession arrow will favor Eldon. Good job getting that trap on right in that corner at half court, getting a hold of the ball and forcing the jump.
That's a great spot to have a trap right there because they can't go backwards. They can't go to the side. And they obviously can't go through you.
Andy, you said you hurt yourself cheering. Are we talking like cheering in the crowd or as a cheerleader?
As a cheerleader, we were doing a stunt at practice, and it went wrong.
That makes a lot more sense. Actually, timeout by the Eldon bench as a trap was put on and the play was not being run quite right. I love how Coach Caudell will come out and meet a couple players midway on the court and explain, hey, buddy, I need you out there. This was off like this. I feel like Caudell is a player's coach, the way he interacts with them.
He absolutely is, and that's really great to see because these Eldon boys, they respond really well to him. Like we've seen, I think it was the South Callaway game, it was the buzzer beater. They drew it up, and it was played perfectly. Like, they responded well to Coach Caudell, and anything he has to say in a timeout, it's always head shakes and nods, and then they go out, and they seem to respond to that and actually put it into play.
Well, and Coach Caudell is a guy who was playing ball up at, I believe he played at Westminster, if I remember right. I mean, Coach Caudell is a 6-foot-tall guard who made a living off of defense. And so now he transitions that into his teams, and you can tell he is an effort coach because that's what he was as a player.
Absolutely. It never seems like he has to ask for any effort out of his.
I actually think Coach Caudell played up here at California now that I say that. I could be mistaken.
I think that's what they said earlier. I think I remember hearing someone say that.
Hardy working around this zone, gets it to Tam, makes space, fights underneath, lays it up and in.
I like that look a lot, especially since Cody was down there one-on-one, and he was able to get that size advantage on him there for a second.
Just great ball movement by the Mustangs, patiently spreading out the zone. And if you can get Cody a one-on-one on the baseline, I like his odds. And it's a steal by the Mustangs. Hardy leading the fast break, lofts it to Cody underneath, sets his feet, rises, shot won't go, put back, hangs up on the back iron and falls. And we're back to a single-digit game.
Had a kind of a late flurry here from the Mustangs.
34-26 with 5 minutes to go here in the American Sun Control third quarter. Part of our Martin Metal broadcast. Volkart on the point, goes to the corner. Back to Volkart on the wing. Messerly with it now. Finds Edwards. Eldon moving well in this zone. Edwards in the corner, close out Hines. Edwards underneath, needs to find help. He finds Messerly in the mid-range. Shot off the iron, won't go. Rebound tipped, hauled in by Dunham. Offensive boards, a strength of the Pintos for sure. Volkart inside, poke loose by Hardy, recovered by Tam. Tam ahead to Hardy on the fast break, takes the contact. Shot won't fall, but he'll shoot too. I love Devin Hardy versus Brooks Volkart.
It's a foot race, and I think honestly it's who gets their foot down first, the fastest. The first step, not the last step, but the first step, the fastest. First step.
Auctioneering is not in your future, Britt.
I think it was. That was my dream. You just ruined it.
Hardy has struggled at the free throw line, is another one off the mark. Hines will get a breather as Rhett Bayshore checks in for him.
They're ready now. They got Goose and Maverick back in the game. They're ready.
If you want to fly, that's what you need out there. Devin 0-3 from the line, looking to get his first make here, and he does.
Told you, it was all in that Goose and Maverick thing. He just needed his partner.
Yeah, that's it. It's like when you have Mario and Luigi together. Back on offense are the Pintos. It's back to a 7-point game. Kilmer to the baseline. Dunham, extra pass to Messerly on the weak side. He doesn't want to go up against A. Hart, so he resets and fires it out to Cotton, who is checked in the game. Dunham back out to Cotton, over to Messerly. Eldon's played pretty well in this 3-2 zone. Edwards looks to attack. They force him baseline. He spins, drops it off to Kilmer. Bayshore runs him off the line. Now to Cotton. Back to Messerly.
Eldon defense is just giving up nothing right now.
They move so quick. If you want to shoot a three, you can get it, but it's going to be contested. And that's what happens here. Kilmer, hand in his face, high archer, and he puts it in.
There's nothing more you can do there.
No, if you're Eldon, you played it very well. Back to a 10-point game, 37-27 with 3:25 to go in the third. Bayshore on the wing. A. Hart flashes high. Over to Talon. Talon makes a little space, needs help inside Tam. Mid-range jumper for Cody is money.
That was beautiful.
I'm telling you, the short corner in the mid-range is Cody's game. He's got such a nice jump shot. Back to 8, Messerly. Cotton, Hardy there defensively. Oh, ball's knocked loose, but Cotton recovers it. Knocked loose again, but not before a foul on Britton. Reminder, Mizzou plays tomorrow. 2 o'clock pregame, 2:30 tip-off as they head down to Georgia to take on the Bulldogs. Mizzou ranked number 21 in the nation, coming off a 20-something point beatdown of Oklahoma. Inbounds corner, Messerly looking for his third three off the back iron, wouldn't go. Fight for the rebound, Halford has it. Another offensive rebound for the Pintos. Skip pass. Oh, inside, it's tipped by Tam into the hands of Hardy. Eldon has the steal and looks to run. It goes off the shin of a Pinto. Nearly stolen again by Hardy. Hardy takes it away. They call it jump ball. I'm going to be honest. I questioned that jump ball because it was trying to be dribbled by Halford, and Devin just kind of slid in there, took it away, and got possession.
I like the effort, though. You can't ask for much more from the effort.
He doesn't have tape on his shoulder because of a lack of effort.
Oh, no.
And it's not a cheerleading accident either, I don't believe.
I wonder if he went too hard in gym basketball or something and was just trying to.
It's Devin Hardy. I don't believe that he halfway does anything. Oh, it's knocked loose. Bayshore's got it tied up. Another jump going to be called. And possession arrow favors Eldon. So 8-point game. Mustangs get another stop. Could cut it to 5 or 6 with a bucket here. But that's the name of the game. If you can just claw back little by little and go into that fourth quarter in a 4 or 6-point game.
It's anyone's ball game.
100%. Cole will bring it up the floor as we close in on 2 minutes to play in the American Sun Control third. Lobs. Ahart got position. Backdoor spins. Puts it up and in.
That was beautiful.
It is a 6-point ball game. Callie inside out game. Messerly, big three. That's the thing. Every time Eldon has made a run, there has been an answer from California, usually from the 3-point line. That is Messerly's third 3 of the night. Back to 9. How does Eldon respond? Hole goes to Ahart on the wing. Back to Talon. Inside to Ahart. He's got the size advantage, muscles it up and in.
I think Britton has the size advantage down there. If he's able to get that ball on the inside and muscle his way through, I think a lot of times he's going to be able to get the ball in the net.
Back to a 7-point game. Eldon trying to get another stop. Halford in the corner. It's been 2s for 3s thus far this quarter. Eldon trailed by 10 to start the second half. Now have cut it to 7. Can they get a stop and cut into it more? Cotton and Messerly playing a little 2-man game as we hit 1 minute to go. Inside Cotton to Dunham. Dunham back out to Cotton. I think Callie is going to try to run as much clock here as they can. Messerly to Cotton. Eldon is still in that 3-2. Coach Caudell loving the defense. Inside to Dunham. Extra pass to Halford underneath. He dishes it out to Messerly. Messerly drives, skips it over the opposite side. Inside out game. Halford now in the short corner. Fights inside, forces it up. Count it in the foul. Every run from Eldon, Callie has had an answer. I think those are the first points of the game. They are for Halford.
I don't think that exactly was what Eldon was wanting, but still, even after the free throws, you still have enough time to get down and run a play.
And free throws up and good. So we're back to a 10-point game. Eldon, yes, 30 seconds, more than enough time to run through your offense and get a look. Eldon may even consider holding for the last shot here. Oh, Tam was calling for the lob back door. He had a lane. Instead, with 20 seconds left, Hull has it on the point. And what's the issue? A stoppage here by the officials.
The thing on the court, the volleyball whole thing.
Oh.
Well, and that lady walked out there too, so didn't help matters much.
That would cause a really bad
Yeah.
roll or broken ankle, I would say.
The official's going to team up to fix the volleyball net port. Oh, wow, that's kind of pitiful. Only 3 people clapped for him. It's going to ruin it. Don't clap that. You might break that again. All right, Eldon going to try this again. 17 seconds left in the American Sun Control third quarter. It's a 10-point game, and the Mustangs have the ball. Up high to Ahart. Top of the key, skips it to Bayshore. 8 seconds to go. Back out to Britton. Britton, mid-range, goes to Talon. 4 seconds left to Hardy. Devin has to heave one up through contact. Shot won't go. That is not the look Eldon wanted. And we've played 3. It's still a 10-point game, 43-33. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Since 1844, Kidwell Garber Funeral Home has been a part of Versailles. They've seen the community grow. They've seen the community change. But one thing remains the same. Nothing's more important than our schools. Kidwell Garber would like to take this time to salute everyone involved in keeping Versailles schools a source of pride for the community. And to the students who always strive to do their best, whether in sports or academically. You are the future. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Lori.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant invites you to join them for a casual lunch or a nice family dinner out with delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Grab dinner tonight from one of their 3 locations: Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles, Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover, or on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletes.
We're back with the Jason Blankenship CPA fourth quarter. We got a bigger issue here. Andy,
Alabama
what?
Crimsonettes?
No.
What?
Cheerleaders.
What?
Roll Tide.
Why don't say those words. Why on earth would you be an Alabama fan?
I don't know. Okay, this season really broke me with football. It was bad, but they've always been my go-to.
You know, Andy, I was just starting to like you, and then you say something like that.
That's it. Your contract terminated.
Yeah, I'm
Over.
sorry. That's we're gonna have to rethink things. As we enter the Jason Blankenship CPA fourth quarter of action, Eldon going to have to get some stops and some buckets here early. They find themselves down 10. They cut it to as much as 6 at one point, but every run of the Mustangs has been met by an answer from California here on their court warming. Eldon, that 2-3, they extend out on Volkart, but I wonder how long before the Mustangs have to switch to man to pressure because Cali will just run this clock. Kilmer on the left wing. Oh, it's knocked loose. And saved, though, by Kilmer to Halford. Extra pass, Cushion. Fires a rocket to the top of the key. Pintos have run 40 seconds off the clock already. They get it to Halford. Extra pass, Cushion laid up and in. That's just...
Patience.
That's textbook basketball. 45-33 with 7:10 to play in the fourth. Now a 2-3 by the Pintos. Eldon gonna set the offense to take on this zone. Hole to Hardy, inside to Ahart. Double team comes, drops it off to Talon. I'd love to see Talon shoot that. Instead, he'll reset it. Coach Caudell calling out a set to his squad. Hardy, head and shoulder fake over to Talon on the left wing. Back to Devin. To Tam. Cody will try the wing 3. Too strong off the back iron. Cushion the board. Minute and a half has already passed in this fourth quarter, and the lead at 12. Eldon going to switch to straight man. Crimson Tide, really?
Yeah.
I guess it could be worse. You could be a Kansas fan.
Yeah.
Kilmer inside, out to Messerly. That 3 is short. Halford left alone, gets the offensive board, puts it up and in. Lead at 14 for the Pintos. Hardy drives baseline, skips it out to Talon. Thought about the shot, doesn't want it. Goes to Cody, back to Talon. Now Hardy. Somebody on this Mustang squad is going to have to be willing to take the shot. It's been Cody Tam, and it's been Britton Ahart. Britton inside, double team comes, it's stripped, winds up back in the hands of Hardy. And it was a lob slash pass. He was trying to lob it up to Tam, but he threw it like a rocket, and Cody's in midair like, oh man, that's not quite what I wanted. Got him just a little softer touch on that one. Full court heave to break the press ahead to Cushion. He finds Volkart, and Volkart going to slow it down, but he's got Rhett Bayshore out on him. Let's let these two cook for a minute. Halford looks to drive. Tam takes it away. Giving off to Oliver. His runner won't go. Tam the board. Eldon gets the stop. Can they get the score?
Eldon's going to have to get something started here very soon.
Just takes one bucket to get it all rolling. Hole to Bayshore. They're flashing Britton high post. He's going to step back down to the block. Hardy sets a screen for Rhett, who sets a screen for Talon. Everybody got a screen. Lob back door for Tam. I don't know how he laid it in, but he did.
I think that was more like a volleyball set into the net. I just got to say.
I think that's an athlete being athletic.
He can jump a whole heck of a lot higher than I can.
No comment. Inside Oliver, extra pass, Halford. 4:44 to play. It's a 12-point game. Mustangs need to get another stop. Volkart going to reset. Devin Hardy going to chase him around. Halford steps out, gets the pass. Kilmer. Now Oliver, he'll try the 3. I'm very surprised he took that shot. Eldon the board. Hardy races up, drops it off to Britton. Big possession here for Eldon. Can they cut into this lead? Hole a 3. Oh, just off the front iron, wouldn't go. That would have made it a single-digit game. I like the look, though.
I do, too. And he took that look earlier in the game, and he made it, so I don't...
And Volkart turns the corner and gets the lay-in. 14-point game. Coach Caudell wants the timeout. It's a full. We'll take the break as well. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Take your softball and baseball skills to the next level. The Shed is Eldon's own indoor hitting facility that features 2 full cages with screens, tees, and pitching lanes. You'll love their top-of-the-line pitching machine that throws a variety of speeds with precise locations to perfect your swing. The Shed also has a workout facility. You can add it to your cage rental or just purchase as a regular membership. Open Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 8, and Saturday and Sunday from noon to 8. Look for the big white building across from Gerb's in Eldon. Book times now on Facebook at The Shed LLC. See you at The Shed.
Are you looking for a rewarding career that includes tons of perks? Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach Hy-Vee and see the difference. They're offering extremely competitive pay. Plus, benefits include medical, dental, and life insurance backed by a 401k plan. And bonuses. Find yourself in a career with Hy-Vee. Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach Hy-Vee or visit high-v.com for employment opportunities.
Back with 3:58 to play in the Jason Blankenship CPA fourth quarter of action, all a part of our Martin Metal broadcast. Mustangs find themselves down 14. Britt, how does Eldon climb back into this game with just 4 minutes to go?
Offense and smart offense.
And some high-pressure defense as well. Talon Hole with the ball, uses the screen. Zach Hole's checked in. He's there for one reason and one reason alone, to shoot threes. Talon to Zach. Zach fires the wing three. Oh, just a smidge too strong. Good look. Oliver the board, though, for California.
I do like Zach taking that look. A lot of times in that JV game, he had that look, and he had 7 there. So I like Coach Caudell's thinking right now. I mean, you're down. What do you have to lose?
Well, also, I mean, you've got to score to get back into the game. Zach is one of, if not the best, three-point shooters on this Mustang squad. Volkart able to run so much clock by himself.
He just runs like a tightrope over there.
He's got the ball on a yo-yo. I mean, it's amazing. Devin Hardy is providing all the pressure he can. Now Britton comes to trap. He gives it up to Halford. Halford inside out to Kilmer. Kilmer drives, free throw line jumper. Tam met him 10 foot in the air. The ball somehow went in and out of the rim and then fell again. Bucket is good, and the lead is 16. Hardy on the baseline, skips it to Hull. He'll fire a deep three. He'll get it.
He has a beautiful shot, too, from anywhere on the three-point line.
And Zach Hull, that's his second three of the night. He knows what he's in the game for, and he's willing to do it. The lead is at 13. Volkart on the drive, dishes it out to Oliver, to Halford. Ahart was trying really hard to foul him. The official finally called it. Because here's the thing, that's only the first foul on the Mustangs. If you do get into a foul scenario, you're going to have to foul quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's if you can catch Volkart.
And I'm guessing the Mustangs, yeah, that's the problem. But they got a duo in here that can run him down. That's Bayshore and Hardy. On the floor right now, the fouling unit, it's going to be Lincoln Salzman, Kyle Hines, Zach Hull, Devin Hardy, and Rhett Bayshore. And Salzman immediately gives a hug to Mr. Volkart. What?
I don't.
He gave him a hug. He was being polite. He said, congratulations on court warming night, man. Messerly to inbound, throws it to Volkart. Volkart says, I don't want another hug, and tries to run away. Lincoln trying really hard to give him the hug, and finally fouls him. See, basketball changes completely when you describe it that way.
Yes.
Whole new dynamic.
Yes. I think if you want to catch him quickly, you need
a net
Devin.
gun. Oh.
Devin or Rhett on him.
I stand by, a net gun's your best bet. Volkart is quick. Oh, the throw to Kilmer, and he's fouled like 3 times by Devin, and finally they called the third one. That's like one of those opposite situations. Normally a player holds his hand up when a foul is called. It's like, I didn't do it. Instead, Devin's like, I fouled him 4 times, dude. That is the 4th team foul. So Eldon going to try to go bonus early here. And apparently, see how good of free throw shooters Cali is, which, I mean, I respect. You're down 13. If you're going to play this game, you're going to have to play it early. And what's the call? A foul away from the ball. Bayshore fouled Volkart. Eldon will bring back Talon, Tam, and Ahart. Coach Caudell giving them a quick pep talk before they go into the game. I'm just going to go out on a limb and guess that Brooks is a good free throw shooter.
I'd say that's a good, safe one. Yeah.
Yep.
A really safe one.
If there is a fundamental skill, I assume he has it.
Yeah.
He also coaches on the floor. Like, you see him calling stuff out to his teammates all the time.
True definition of a captain.
Second free throw for Brooks to push it to a 15-point game. And he does so. 53-38. And a timeout call by the California bench as they want to talk things over. I mean, I feel like Eldon has played a good game tonight. It's just California has been a step quicker throughout the evening.
They have, and they've shot a lot of threes tonight. They've had Meserly, every time he shoots a three, his three is right there, like extending the lead.
He's quite the player, I tell you what, that Meserly boy. He's got a good-looking jump shot. He's a strong athlete. I mean, he's played great defense. Honestly, he's been a key part of this Pinto offense.
He's had some really big shots here, especially when they needed him just to extend that lead just a little further.
At least 3 different times when Eldon made a run, they went to Meserly and he hit the big bucket to extend the lead. So, you know, he has been a huge part of this Pinto performance this evening. Out of the timeout, Eldon, once again, going to try to get any kind of bucket early. Andy is never going to join us again, ever.
I'll think about it.
That's a no.
I'm going to get side-eyed every time I go back to Versailles now. Ahart will pick and roll with Talon. Britton gets it back, skips it to Devin. Devin, 3, top of the key. Quick trigger off the iron, wouldn't go. Will Edwards, the board. Talon strips it, but Will gets it back. Is Eldon going to foul? Volkart goes to Kilmer. Kilmer now being chased. This is getting up there. Can they get the count? They do. A 10-second count forced by the Mustangs.
That's a good stop, and they're right back down here under their basket. That's really huge.
Eldon needs a quick score here.
I just about unplugged everything. I'm so sorry.
That will be the first time this has all been pulled down just on this broadcast alone. 1:57 to play. Time is not on the Mustang side. 53-38, 15-point game. Hold inbound. Fires it into Tam in the corner up to Hardy. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Kilmer. We don't have a broadcast on Monday. I feel weird saying that.
Oh, you don't.
I know. Yeah,
We don't have many next week now that I think about it.
We have 4.
We do?
Yes.
Oh. I thought we just had Tuesday.
Nope.
Oh, I guess they moved. Okay.
Hole 3, top of the key, off the back iron. Couldn't get the bounce. Will Edwards gets the board. And time is starting to run thin for the Mustangs. They put a trap on. Another trap, but it's ahead to Meserly. He breaks the press. They're going to have to play the foul game. Volkart gets it back. Volkart gets it over to Kilmer, and Kilmer is finally fouled by Zach Hull. But with 1:25 to play, I feel like the sand is running out on Eldon's hourglass here this evening. Oh, I completely missed it. You're listening to tonight's broadcast on KTKS for Sales Eldon at the Lake of the Ozarks, 95.1 FM and online at lakeradio.com, streaming at MoSportsZone.com. Special thanks to Jamie and back at the studio engineering tonight's contest. We got Britt on the camera. We've got Andy on, what's the word I'm looking for? Commentary, that's the word. Yeah, I talk for a living and don't know that, and I'm Colton Taylor, and I'm about out of words. Free throw is good. It's 54-38. Talon uses the Britton screen. Over to Tam. Shot fake back to Talon. Over to Devin on the wing. To Talon. Eldon's going to have to be a little less picky here. They don't have time. Hardy fires the 3, tries to bank it. Won't go. Cody kept it alive, but it's picked up by Volkart. Does Eldon continue to foul? They do. Leads at 16 with 1 minute to go.
I'd like to see Talon just let it fly.
It blows my mind. Talon does not shoot much. When he does, he's a good shooter.
He is. I think it might be maybe a confidence factor, but I feel like if he would just let it fly.
He's a good facilitator for this team, though. I understand wanting to pass a little more than shoot when that's your role, but shoots the rock like a young Joey Bertelli. Volkart's first free throw up and good, 55-38. I'm sorry, as Vansel calls him, Brotelli.
Yeah, I was going to say Brotelli.
It's specifically
Gotta get it
Brotelli.
right.
We got a Brotelli, we got a Timo, nobody has real names anymore.
No.
My problem is Brotelli sounds like a pasta sauce to me.
It is actually.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Is
but
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
something like that.
See,
We use it.
Now I'm hungry. Second free throw,
also-
good as well.
No.
Ahart's three won't go. Hull's board is blocked by Dunham. Will the Mustangs continue to foul? I don't believe they will. Messerly gets it in, skips it over to Edwards, and they're going to reset up top. Inside out game. It's stripped, picked up by Tam. Britton has it. 30 seconds to play, and it looks like Mustangs going to come up short as Hull's three is swatted by Kilmer. Now I just want pasta.
Pasta is elite. It is the best food besides Mexican. Mexican is.
But can we agree, though, that when it comes to pasta, Alfredo sauce is king?
Yes.
As long as we're on the same page with that. Hardy, one-footed mid-range won't go. And the board controlled by Ryan Dent. And the Pinto's just going to run the clock out on this one, it looks like, as Volkart will get it at the logo. And Talon steps out to say hi, but not much more here.
He might be wanting that hug.
I think it's kind of
famous, though.
They kind of joke with each other there and laugh a little bit, but Hardy, Devin just having a little fun there with Kilmer at the end. As the clock hits 0, California picks up the win over Eldon, 56-38. Bank of Versailles postgame show is coming up next. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
At Versailles Total Fitness, they want to make sure that you get the most out of your fitness and training and achieve your desired goals. Tara Grantham is a certified personal trainer and registered occupational therapist who can help you reach your goals and stay injury-free on the way. For prices, call Tara at 573-789-6800 at their new staffed hours, Monday through Wednesday from 9 to 5:30. That's Versailles Total Fitness at 131 North Monroe Street. Versailles Total Fitness, helping you reach a healthier lifestyle.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling for reliable products offered by reliable people called DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and welcome to Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. Do you need a trailer to get your boat out of the water? Maybe just a replacement trailer. Or considering selling your boat and you know a trailer will help get it done. We carry 11 lines of high-quality boat trailers, and if we don't have what you need, we also build our very own line of custom aluminum boat trailers. Thanks to everyone that's been by or just heard of us and gave us a referral. From my family to yours, we can't thank you enough.
When a post frame building is in your future, build straighter, stronger, and satisfied with help from Martin Metal, northeast of Versailles, offering a full-service lumberyard, on-site truss plant, a full production plant with numerous rolled form metals, trims, and accessories. And now, a new laminated post plant producing 3-ply, 4-ply, and 5-ply, 2x6, and 2x8 posts up to 40 feet in length. Call one of our trained professionals, 573-378-4050. We also offer delivery anywhere in Missouri and across the heartland of America. To see more, visit martinmetal.com.
Back with the Bank of Versailles post-game show as California picks up the win over Eldon, 56-38. I will say this, Britt, I don't feel like that final score completely represents how the game actually went. It was a lot of late-game fouling and antics that extended it. Honestly, it was about a 10-point game all the way through.
Absolutely. And I don't necessarily think Eldon had their best showing tonight. I think there was a lot of early turnovers that led to maybe a larger score gap than what they had hoped for. And I think they struggled to find offense. I think they were playing too selfless, maybe is the word.
That's
like
definitely not a real word, but continue.
Selfless?
Selfless?
Like
you mean
they
too selfless?
Yeah, they were playing too selfless. Like sometimes they had a wide open look and they just passed the ball. I'd like to see him just take the shot and just put it up there.
My apologies to Coach Conway, as I just made him like climb through the ladder to get up there. And I totally just disconnected our video feed, but that's fine. I would agree. I think this has been an ongoing issue through the season for the Mustangs, and me and Coach Caudell have talked about it quite a bit in extent, just that they do hit points where they go into an offensive lull, and they're trying to find where to get it. At some points, it's been Cody Tam. At some points, it's been Britton Ahart. You'll get little stretches out of Devin Hardy. Talon Hole starting to look for a shot a little bit more, but it has been an issue throughout the season. And I think the hope is districts are right around the corner. If you could find that extra spark offensively now, this is the important time of the season to get it.
Absolutely. If you can get them all on the same page and firing on the same caliber now, going into the districts, that is a whole new perspective on the game.
And that kid's overalls are a whole new perspective
I
on.
saw that too.
Wow,
That team was Americans.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, he wins. That is. I mean, he is wearing an American flag bib overalls.
Uncle Sam's nephew.
He has one of the most puffed up mullets you're going to see on a person, and he had a cowboy hat he just handed off somebody. So yeah, scoring for the Mustangs, it was 3 for Talon Hole, 7 from Devin Hardy, 12 for Britton Ahart. He led the way, 6 for Zach Hull, and 10 for Cody Tam. Coach Caudell going to go back there and talk with the boys, and I totally get that. It also requires a maze to get up here tonight. But a special thanks to all the staff here at California for always being hospitable. Special thanks to Andy, even with her injury, coming up to see us tonight. Always great to see Andy.
Thanks for letting me up. I appreciate it.
Hopefully you throw on a headset with us again someday. Man, my train keeps derailing here tonight.
That's not good.
No, it's not at all. We will be back in action on Tuesday as we are somewhere with somebody playing in some game.
I think we're at Versailles or
With Boonville.
Versailles. Yes.
Yeah.
Versailles in Boonville on Tuesday at home.
That's right, because I'm getting my hair done.
Yep, that seems like a good way to wrap this one up. Mizzou in action tomorrow, 2:30, as they take on Georgia at Georgia. But a special thanks to Jamie and back at the studio. Britt on the camera. I'm Colton, and this has been another presentation of KS.